How's it going, guys? I know, right? A new background. I've actually made a special background for me to do videos now. You will no longer have to see me behind two computer monitors or I don't know, there's been so many backgrounds we've done MonadoMax videos in. I think this might be the best one. I mean, you can see so many cool things. All my Nintendo Switch games. You can see my Mario 64 right there, my Devil's Third right over there. So many valuables right here, so many valuables. But that's not what's important. Today we're going to be talking about something very unique about the Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't know if many of you remember, when the Nintendo Switch was revealed back in October, that was it. We didn't know anything else about the Nintendo Switch in terms of what this system really was till January 2017. So we had a good 3 months of not really knowing anything else other than it was a portable system, JoyCons. I don't even think we knew that the controllers were called JoyCons. We just knew some of the games that would be on there. We didn't know anything else, no release date, none of that, till January. January they had a special Nintendo Switch presentation.
Hey! Oh, that didn't go very well. Hi everyone, I'm Suda51 from Grasshopper. So today I'd like to start, I've been invited to come to this event and I'd like to talk about one of the games that I worked on. Could you show the illustration, please?
Where they revealed more games coming to the system, the release date for the Nintendo Switch, oh no, I just hit my Switch, no! And many more things for the Nintendo Switch was revealed at that presentation. Now, one thing that presentation made a very big deal about were these bad boys right here, the Joy-Cons. Yes, the Joy-Cons. Now, when the Joy-Cons were revealed, and I don't know how many people know this, they made a huge deal about the Joy-Cons because of the technology that was in the Joy-Cons. Technology that we never really saw used in video games after, I would say, the first year of the Nintendo Switch. The only game out there that has fully utilized these Joy-Cons technology is 1-2 Switch. Now, you may be asking yourself, Max, it's just a regular controller. What technology? Because again, I've realized that not many people know this type of stuff since it's been 5 years later since the Nintendo Switch. But we had contents like HD Rumble, which when that was revealed, it sounded super awesome. We had a full-on IR camera system on the, I believe it was the right Joy-Con. A lot of people don't know that because no game really uses them. These technologies that was built into the Joy-Cons is probably the big reason why these Joy-Con controllers are so expensive. Nintendo really finessed people into putting technology into their controllers that no developers used, and basically the fans had to pay the consequences of that. They forced the Joy-Cons to go skyrocket in value. Not skyrocket. They're $80. That is the most controller expensive on the market right now, compared to PlayStation and Xbox. And the reason why Joy-Cons are so expensive is the technology that's in them. The HD Rumble, the gyro controls that we actually do see frequently used in games, the IR camera system that's literally right here that can literally tell if you're doing like rock, paper, scissors. You know, that was cool at the time. Now, I know we've advanced the technology, but in 2017, that was kind of cool for Nintendo at least, because Nintendo is so far behind a lot of the times when it comes to technology. Now, Max, why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about 2017? Why are you bringing up 1-2 Switch? Nobody liked that game. We are getting a 1-2 Switch sequel soon, so, but anyways, that's not what's important right now. I was looking on the Nintendo eShop, just like every other person. Looking on the eShop, seeing what crap was on there, what amazing stuff was on there. And then I looked at the apps that were on sale. And you know, I paid attention to this app when it was revealed, but I never took the chance to actually play it, look into it. I don't think many people actually took the time to look into it. From my understanding, I haven't seen many videos out there, at least from the bigger YouTuber guys that do Nintendo Switch content. They've not done a video on this. There is a night vision app on the Nintendo Switch that utilizes the very expensive camera. It's not an expensive camera, but one of the things that makes the Joy-Cons way too expensive, like $80 for, honestly, in my opinion, these are some of the worst controllers ever. Anyways, this cheap little eShop title utilizes the very expensive camera that is on the Joy-Cons. The thing that makes these stupid worst controllers ever so expensive. Something finally exists for it. Something that uses that camera. Now, is it a good game? Is it a bad game? Night vision. You know, there's not much gameplay, I guess, in terms of a reality type of what a night vision game could do. But night vision on the Nintendo Switch sounds pretty cool, since if we go back to 2017, they talked so highly about the Joy-Con's capability. What could this be? I was intrigued. It was on sale at the time for $2. Nobody did a video on it yet. I know people have, but not none of the bigger guys. Not that I am a bigger Nintendo Switch YouTuber, but one day we're gonna be one of the biggest. Let's do this. Let's play it. Let's record it. Let's see what happens. Here is the night vision footage. Okay, here we are. The night vision app for the Nintendo Switch. Going to be honest here, I genuinely don't know what to expect. Is it straight up just gonna be night vision? Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be crap? There's a lot of questions I have. Let's just get right into it. I mean, the logo definitely does not look promising. Okay, we're just going straight right into it. Night vision, see in the dark. Detach the right Joy-Con and then point the IR camera located at the bottom. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's me. Okay, hey guys, how's it going? Okay, this is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like crap. Not gonna lie. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see me do a room tour. Dude, it's like 2 FPS per second. 2 frames per second. Okay, alright, let's see what this... Okay, so you cannot go very far with it. You have to be pretty up close. Whoa! Okay, one thing that I'm noticing... because there's very few games for the Nintendo Switch that does stuff like this. That I can really only think of 1-2 Switch, to be honest. I don't know if the camera's going to show it off, but it is red. The Joy-Con's camera is... They've got 2 red buttons right there. And, oh, you guys get to see the camera. Yeah, look at my stream Logitech camera. Whoa! But the Joy-Con camera right here has 2 red lights on right now. And, yeah, so let's see what my fingers look like. Okay, well, when you think of night vision, you think you can see the bones out of your hand. But, you know, that's okay. That's okay. So, is there any cool features to do here? Or is it just straight up? Okay, I guess it's just straight up. Okay. Alright, guys. Well, here we are with the camera of the Nintendo Switch. As we can see, this app works. Probably one of the few apps to use the Nintendo Switch IR camera on here. But it's still pretty cool that something like this exists. Let's see what... Okay, so I'm pointing it at my computer monitor, and, well, obviously nothing's gonna come out of it. Here we got my Spider-Man statue. I'm just showing off my desk just to see how this camera looks, dude. It kind of looks good in some cases, kind of looks horrible in others. Let's see what it reacts to my light ring. Can it tell that it's on? It looks like the camera does not detect that it's on. I mean, you can't see my room till I get up close to something, because you see my hands right here. So, I mean, I don't know how much technology really is within the Switch Joy-Con camera, so I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it's still kind of cool that this exists. It's probably one of those things that cost way too much money to put into the Joy-Con, and just a waste of money, to be honest, but this is cool. I want to see more stuff. What does it look like when I put my Pokemon cards on here? Wow. Dude, this looks so horrible. Okay, alright, overall, it's cool. It's something that I would only use for like 2 minutes, because I mean, there's really not much to do here, but it's enough to show you guys what it does. I mean, should I go to conventions with this? Should this be the new camera setup? the vlog setup? Here we go. Hey guys, MonadoMax here. I think that would be pretty funny. Well, in that case, I don't know how I feel about this. This is unique. I don't know if unique's the right word, but we'll see what happens when I point it at my pants. It's just all you see is green. Wait, what in the world is that? Well, guys, oh, we're upside down. Well, guys, that's enough of the gameplay section of night vision for the Nintendo Switch. Let's actually talk about it. So, that was night vision for the Nintendo Switch. Surprisingly, a very cool app considering how cheap it really is. When it's not on sale, it's a $10 app, but I only got to pay $2 for it. That's the sale price that it always goes for. So, to be honest, I thought it was going to be horrible. The icon of the game looks horrible, but, you know, the game was... It said what it was going to do. Night vision for the Switch. I mean, some of the footage... the camera's like 2 frames per second, but you know, I don't think that's too bad considering it's the Joy-Con. I mean, Nintendo did talk very highly of the Joy-Con, so I thought the camera would have been a little bit better, but that's not necessarily, at least my understanding, that shouldn't be about the game. That's more Nintendo making the Joy-Con. That wasn't Night Vision's developers' fault that the camera was horrible. I don't think they could have really done anything there because they were working what was given to them with the Joy-Con controller. So, surprisingly pretty good. There's not much to really talk about. The more things that I wanted to talk about within this video was the fact that very few games use this camera. We have night vision, we have 1-2 switch, and that's really all I could think of. I'm sure there's other games out there, but I think we need to start seeing more stuff out of this. We saw an awesome team do night vision, which at the time seemed kind of weird, but it works very well with the Switch. I think it'd be pretty cool if we see other things using that camera. I mean, we're paying $80 per Joy-Con because of the technology that's in the Joy-Con. We need to see this used more. We need it to be used more. Let's be real, because frankly, I am tired of technology being in stuff that's not used. You know, PlayStation kind of did it before with the PlayStation 4 controller, mainly with the middle piece of the PlayStation 4 controller. Nothing used that. PlayStation 5 controller has it. Nothing uses that. Like, nothing, literally. That middle piece that's on that controller, useless thing ever. That is the worst thing I've ever seen used. These Joy-Cons have so much technology that we are not seeing used, and I want Nintendo to stop. I want to see it used more. Or maybe just the technology sucks, and Nintendo just finessed us to paying more for something that wasn't going to be used. Wow, I'm just admiring this room. It's really nice. Anyways, guys, I want to know what you think. Do you think the night vision thing is cool for the Nintendo Switch? Is it useless? I mean, it is useless, but it's cool that it's on there because it was just $2. I mean, I'm never probably going to use that ever again, but I got a good video out of it. I want to know what you guys want to see in terms of that. Do you want to see Nintendo use that more? Do you want to see other developers utilize that? What can we see utilizing that? I guess that could be the question. You know, the technology concept of everything that's in the Joy-Con sounds pretty cool. Like HD Rumble, I want to see that used more. I think HD Rumble could be something really unique. And I know we've seen way more developers use HD Rumble. But this whole IR camera system, we didn't see much of that used on the Nintendo Switch. And maybe that's because, while it sounds cool, there's not much to do with it. And maybe that's why developers aren't using it. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. Would you like to see that used more, or do you think it's a horrible idea? Just let Nintendo and other developers just don't do anything special with the controls and just move on. Because, I mean, me personally, I would like to see the $80 that I spent on Joy-Cons utilized, because if all this technology wasn't on the Joy-Con, I don't know how much cheaper it would be, but I think it would be significantly cheaper and maybe a better quality controller where we don't get Joy-Con drift anymore could have been put into that. The money could have been put to stopping Joy-Con drift, but no, they decided to use it on features that nobody uses. Anyways, guys, I have been talking for way too much. Make sure to backslash that subscribe button, like the video, check out the Discord server, check out my Twitch. I'm back to streaming after all these vacation trips with Southeast Game Exchange, too many games. I can actually focus on streaming again and all that good stuff. Check out everything that's in the description below. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.